She wants to be a pilot, she wants to be an army officer, she wants to be a businesswoman, she wants to be everything. But
it's great to interact with you regarding the women entrepreneurship and your personal journey, which would inspire millions of youngsters to pursue into administrative services and do contribute to the society in a large way. What actually motivated you to pursue civil services?
well, the answer was in my own family. My father was an IAS officer, and I've grown up looking at him, at his work, and how he made thousands of people, bring smile into their lives and come back from office to home fully satisfied. So I think I always cherished that this should be my career and this should be my life goal as well. That's how I grew up with that. And you see that there's something which connects with you, right? And you kind of put yourself in those shoes and feel, that's my dream of life, my actualization. That's where my satisfaction lies. So choosing a career becomes so easy.
Is there any defining moment for you?
Well, getting into the IAS itself is a defining moment. But in any career, there is some particular, job that gives you a real leadership exposure. So in my case, it was my posting as Deputy Commissioner of Belgaum district. That was the time when, you are heading the entire team of government officials of the district. You are taking challenges head on. You are creating some good opportunities for the people. You are seeing them utilizing those benefits and you're happy about the whole thing. Lot of power, but lot of responsibility too. So I think that was one particular job which all IAS officers would feel that it is very important in their life. Now, of course, being the Chief Secretary of the state is the ultimate that one can even dream of.
So as a Chief Secretary, what are the policies or initiatives from the government and are encouraging women entrepreneurs or women, career-driven women in a state in particularly can look up to the government? And
see, I'm very happy to say that the state government is very proactively supporting women. If you look at some of the schemes, the so-called guarantee schemes, everybody has heard about them. But look at the transformation it has brought in. For example, if you are allowing the woman or a girl to travel anywhere in the state free of cost, no questions asked, how much of mobility, how much of independence, how much of freedom, and how much of economic and social growth prospects that you are opening for her, whether as a girl or as a woman. So apart from that, the government has a program called Karnataka Mahila Abhivriddhi Scheme, which means that 1/3 of the total developmental budget of the state will be reserved for women's welfare.
Yeah.
So which includes, I think, hundreds of programs of the government which incentivize and which promote women in all sectors, including entrepreneurship. So if you take industry, for example, then you have a quota for women to get the land, to get the finance, to get training, skill development, etc., etc. So that's as far as the individual is concerned. But one very big success story that Karnataka and many other states have also charted, that is of the self-help group women story. not a single self-help men group has come up so far.
There's a good ecosystem for women, I think.
Yeah, so when they come in a group, so they get more confidence, that bonding comes in, they support each other, and then they march ahead very fast. That is something which is the group dynamics, the social, economic and psychological impact that any such program has. So there are hundreds of programs, and I feel the first and the foremost is the education of a girl child. So to bring her up, make her grow up as a healthy child and not malnourished, then to have that freedom of pursuing whatever she likes to do and which satisfies her. I think Karnataka that way is very, very progressive. And as a result, I find the women of Karnataka are very progressive. They have grabbed the opportunities very well. I am so happy to see, particularly among the women entrepreneurs, we have many icons as well. But every women entrepreneur by herself is an icon for other women to be inspired, because all that you get to feel is, if she can do it, why not me? That's the purpose of celebrating womanhood in all sectors.
But it's been really a good space that you provide for women entrepreneurs to reach out to you, also understand the programs what the government is promoting to the women. So unless I think we understand them, it gets challenging to really know them. And then
I personally feel as an administrator, see, what are you administering for? You are administering it for people, and among the people, who needs it most? Somebody who has not got the opportunities so far. And who else but women, right? From all castes and all classes across. So I always feel that connecting with people actually educates and enriches me more. I know their perspective. I understand what are the constraints that they are facing, and how governance can help them overcome those constraints, allow them to move faster in life, do better in life. So this is where I think a direct connect with all sectors, all sections of society, particularly women, it helps. I remember in Belgaum, afternoon hours are normally visitors' hours, and my office used to be full of women, and everybody used to say, ever since madam has come here, why so many women are coming? And what will they come for? They will say, we are not getting electricity, we are not getting water, we are not getting cleanliness, or whatever small things. But they're not just asking for themselves, they're asking for the whole family and the community as a whole. And they knew that somebody is there to listen to them and act on them. So that faith that comes in would bring more and more of them to come. Okay, now they've got one thing done, now they want another thing done. And I think it's a very positive thing. Otherwise, if you don't entertain them, if you don't understand and be responsive to them, then what's the point of being in administration?
No, I've personally experienced the way like you provide the space for all of us to come.
I'm being paid too, but even if I was not paid to, I think I would have done it.
Personally, I too feel like so motivated when I come talk to you. You advise certain things, how to go about, and it's always nice to have some kind of mentorship for the women who could really understand their perspective.
Actually, in the service, you find every day is so much of a learning experience, because every day we come across with so many people with different issues, problems, sometimes new initiatives, etc. So I have developed this habit of writing down some very important incidents in life or experiences, and then I use the platform of writing as a columnist in newspapers, or even writing books for that matter, because the experiences that we've got, the knowledge that we have got about government programs and schemes has to be shared. Ultimately, it is meant for people. And unless you share it in the language that they understand, the way that they understand, there's no point. I mean, just keeping it in the files or the books will not help.
We belonging to Karnataka, so I think we are so lucky to have women chief secretary, additional chief secretary.
It's my pleasure.
Really give us space and then encourage and support with all the endeavors we dream about. So coming from the fashion background, I would like to ask you this. What is your personal style of dressing or any inspiration that you always admire?
When I think of a woman, and in that context, an Indian woman, I have a traditional woman's picture before me, and my mother was somebody who personified it. She used to wear a bindi, and she used to dress up in saris most of the time, and the way she used to her hairdo and everything, right from childhood, I think she was my role model. And I have probably subconsciously emulated that. I love to be traditional. I love to be Indian. Even when I go abroad, I refuse to wear other than Indian dresses. I feel my identity lies in it, and I should be proud of it. The tradition that we have is unimaginably rich, and we should carry it forward.
Yes, the bindi and all is so striking, and you represent very much a very
Look at this. Look at this. Looks like a gold, but it's actually a terracotta product, which again I admire the craftsmanship of our people, how they can recreate a gold ornamental thing into terracotta. Some of them do it in wood carving, somebody does it in let's say bidari ware. It's amazing the way our people, so fashion, jewelry, all this is also a source of livelihood for our people who are skilled and talented. And sometimes the kind of skill that they have is something that you can't teach today. It runs in their blood, it runs in their generations. And if we don't allow to preserve and promote it through entrepreneurship, through business, trade and marketing, we will lose them. And it cannot be, whatever cost you pay, you can't get it back.
So what do you see as the biggest challenge for women in governance and administration today?
Why just governance and administration? I think the biggest challenge is that women want to move forward on equal footing in all arenas. She wants to be a pilot, she wants to be an army officer, she wants to be a businesswoman, she wants to be everything. But she's being held back because of the responsibilities of home and family and children and reproductive responsibility, which is not being shared or probably cannot be shared. Certain things cannot be shared, but she's held back. I was shocked when I saw the gross female labor participation rate of Karnataka or India as a whole. In the age group of 25 to 35, it is as low as a single digit 9%. Can you believe this? Why? Because even educated women, they get into the career journey, and when it comes to family, then she withdraws. And then by the time she's done with everything, it's another 10 years, 15 years gap, she's a laggard, right? To get back to restart. And by the time her male counterparts, her own friends, her own colleagues would have marched much, much ahead, it's a very big setback. Any career, any this thing. In a way, this is more for professionals and job kind of a scenario. But in entrepreneurship, I feel that is something which is more flexible. Age doesn't matter, seniority doesn't matter. It's the innovation. It is the entrepreneurial passion and fervor that matters. So I've seen in our particularly self-help groups, even 80-year-old woman, the kind of energy that she has and the kind of success that she's enjoying. Can you imagine in Belgavi, for example, that roti, Akki roti is in Mangalore, in Saji roti. So they make these rotis and it has a shelf life of 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, in Gulbarga also they make these rotis. So kadak roti, it's like papad, right? And it can be without any preservative. It can be stored for 6 months. And people, let's say Kannadigas abroad, who don't have time to cook and all that, they would use this as a ready-made food to eat. But these are the women, despite that age group and all, because they have the technique. Today's woman probably may not be able to make hundreds and thousands of these rotis. So starting from very, very small things to very, very big things, I know there are women entrepreneurs who are into drones and aerospace and whatnot. And they're doing wonderful work. So there's no comparison. When you come to entrepreneurship, there's no comparison between, the parameter of being a woman entrepreneur or a man entrepreneur. It just doesn't matter. You're doing equally well. But the constraints are more. The second very big constraint that women face today is, again, 20 to 25% women only have property in their name. It's a very big challenge, because if you want to grow, you want to take loan, for example, you want to add financial resources. But if you're not having any security, collateral security, property in your name, no banker will provide it to you. So when we do this economic survey, we realize that many of the women entrepreneurs, about 20-26% women entrepreneurs, who would do it from their own resources. So something they would have collected and somebody would have, given them or something like that. With that, they start building on. And then they grow. But that advantage which a man has with the property at his back and then all resources at his command is a very big challenge.
Finance is one area.
Finance is a very big, that's a starting point. So although we have the laws where women will be equally benefiting from the family property, but I think that takes its own time.
So, do you believe that professional attire plays a great role in the entrepreneurship, the way you dress up?
Absolutely. You see, whatever clothes you wear, it's not what the other person thinks about it. It's about how comfortable you are in, right? You want to wear a sari, but if you're not comfortable wearing it, there's no point in it. May be probably the costliest of the attire, but that's not the thing. But what happens is, in the professional area, this is your professional attire, whatever it is, it brings you on par with others. It certainly makes a lot of difference. For example, if you're too odd one out, now there's a business meeting, right? And if you're wearing or maybe a zari item like this, will not gel, right? So, but if you are in a marriage party, yes, you would like to wear all kinds of decorative stuff. So, different occasions require you to be differently attired, but it should bring the best of you in the forefront, right? You should be confident. You should know that you're looking good, right? And that makes all the difference. How you present yourself, how you talk to people, how comfortable you are in your own shoes. You have to be, that makes a big difference in taking your career and your dreams forward.
So now for the young entrepreneurs, what is the message you would like to convey?
When I joined the civil service, I was presented one memento where my picture was there and the title was "The Sky is the Limit."
Okay.
Right? I think 35 years on, I feel even sky is not the limit. We go beyond all horizons. Your passion, your vision, your urge to do something that satisfies you, whatever sector it be. I think that fulfills the role that we have been given by nature as a woman. So you want to, whatever you want to do, I think you should excel at it. And you can excel only if you are really interested in it. If sometimes I think youngsters say, oh, my papa wants me to do this, my mama wants me to do this, and I want to do this, right? So I think for youngsters, I would say you should pursue your dreams. Listen to everybody. Mama, papa, they are all doing it in your interest. But ultimately, if you want to excel, you have to be personally committed to that dream, that goal, and you fix your goal as early as possible. For me, in 10th class itself, I knew I have to only do this civil service. That's it. No second thought, no second choice, and only one, track in that sense of the word, that I have to dedicate, and till it is done, I am not looking here and there. No distractions. In that sense. So I think the same thing for all youngsters. Our youngsters are so talented. They are so, they should be proud of our, particularly I would say for my Indian youngsters, we have such a rich heritage, such a, great history behind us. We should carry it with pride and then show our wit, show our potential, each one of us, because I am a student of psychology and I feel I've been trained like that. Each one is so unique. I cannot copy you, right? You cannot copy me, right? But you have your own unique talent and I have mine. I must identify what is it that I can do the best, and I must do the best.
And any one word for me?
I'm so privileged to be introduced by Ratna Prabha Madam, and you are also such a multi-talented personality. I actually feel proud. When I see women doing great job, I feel it's my job, my achievement. So I really love the creative blazers that you have done for me particularly. Thank you. And you gave the one on the Women's Day. It's so beautiful. Again, as I said, blazer is seen to be a Western dress, right? But by bringing in the silk and the zari into it so artistically, you have brought that best of fusion. And I feel so proud that you are taking our tradition across the world, particularly the Western world. I am amazed at the artistic talent that you have in painting and all that, and your offer for doing the wall paintings, and also the socially educative, the waste material being converted into a piece of art for educating people. Look, waste is wealth, right? We should not waste it away. And this is how, with small lessons, we are here to inspire each other. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the evening.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.